them to pay in return or paying the city back for what they dispose of out there. And I will let my amendment stand.
I'll second that.
Thank you, sir.
It's been moved by Mr. Nix, seconded by Mr. Pendleton to approve the rate adjustment to the exclusive franchise agreement with Progressive Waste Solutions and the amendment as presented. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll proceed to vote then. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, that motion carries, unanimous vote. Thank you for the work on that, Mr. Nix, and folks from Progressive. Appreciate your participation and partnership. Anything else, Mr. Nix?
That was all for me, Mayor. Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to use this opportunity to say one word that I hope that the committee and Progressive can investigate in the coming year, especially as we come into realizing that we can amend the contract at any point, and that is recycling. It's something that we've talked about a lot. It's something that I think we committed the last time we talked about this to try to revisit this and come up with some potential solutions and options to pursue that for our community. And I'd just like to challenge us as a group to continue to do that. And maybe look to come back to the council at some time in the future with some options. So, but thank you, committee, for your work on that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the next thing we'll move to is the consent agenda.
I move that we adopt the consent agenda.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Mr. Savine, seconded by Mr. McDaniel to approve the consent agenda as presented. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, that motion carries. Consent agenda approved as presented. All right, we'll move to the comments from Chief Bridges.
Thank you, Mayor. Remind the council that in the community that on the January the 8th at 5:30 there will be an economic development meeting out at Fire Station 2. That meeting is open to the public. With regard to the action plan that you all just approved, we will also post that on our social media and website as well to make that available to anyone who wants to see it. Council will meet a special session on January the 20th at 5:30 here at City Hall. That'll be an executive session to conduct evaluations of the city secretary and the city attorney. Last thing I would like to thank everybody that came out and said some things in support of me. It's nice to hear that people appreciate the job you're doing. So thank you all for taking the time to come out here, and thank all of you, Rick, and everybody else. Thank you for what you said. I appreciate that. That's all I've got.
Okay, thanks. We'll proceed to comments by council members. Mr. Hogan. Okay. All right. Mr. Wagner, do you have any comments?
Yes, Mayor. I think y'all know that I'm in Rochester, Minnesota with a friend at the Mayor Clinic, and it's been sketchy for a while and I couldn't be there, so I arranged to be I heard this way. Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
We got you.
We got you.
Mayor, one thing I want this before I started. I think y'all are going into executive session. I think they have not been able to figure out a way as council mayor to have this set up in that room in the executive session. We may not know what happens in the executive session. If we come out of it to vote, I would like for you or somebody to come in basically what happens back there.
Yeah, Boyd, I think we've got a solution to that. We'll work it when we get back in the training room. But I think we got that figured out. But go ahead.
Okay. Well, I think I'll just say if y'all have it, I was fixing to go into the choice of the city administrator, because I didn't think I would be able to talk in executive session, but if I'm going to be able to talk in the executive session, I'll just say Roger Marsh and tell him.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, thank you.
All right. Mr. Sneed?
Yes, sir.
Daniel?
I would just like to echo the sentiments of Chief Bridges. It is so good to see so many citizens here with their smiling faces tonight. Thank you all for coming out tonight. And you picked a good one because it is a short meeting, but we're not done. So hang around. Maybe we'll have some more after executive session. Thank you.
Excuse me, Mayor, now be pretty sharp time on this, because if I don't speak now, nobody ever know outside that executive session without one by the marshal. Can I be heard on this matter, so? Did you hear me, Mayor?
Yeah, Boyd, I'd prefer that we wait and have our deliberations together as a council in executive session. I mean, if you want to provide some comments, though, I mean, that's your prerogative.
Okay, yeah, I think it's probably appropriate, and I'll make it real short. Basically, as far as I understand it, there are now 3 candidates if we don't redo on this thing, and 2 of them are from out of town, and one of them is from here, and of course we don't really know the 2 from out of town very much. I just want to say something briefly about the relative qualifications when the other 2 were in college, so they were studying to be public administrators, while I looked at the police chief was studying criminal justice, and then when they were getting their master's degrees in public administration, so he was getting a master's in business at an online university up there, and Garland, by the name was Emerson. I think all these people are nice people, and I think they're all qualified in their fields, but my only problem is the relative qualification. They've been studying public administration for years and have 2 degrees in it and studying for years, and while they were doing that, our police chief, who's been a great police chief, I think, was studying criminal justice and so forth, and been a police officer. So they wouldn't be qualified to come in here and be hired as chief of police, and there's questions about the qualifications of somebody that never has been in the field, even though he does a great job of what he's doing. These are just, of course, my opinion, but 2 city administrators back, we hired somebody local that didn't have any experience in the field and had to let them go, and then the next one for 10 years, the same thing, no experience, no education, and I'm thinking it's time for us to hire somebody that has qualifications in the field and experience in the field. The way we've been going, we've got the lowest median income of any city around, highest cost of living, the highest rate of poverty, and I think it's because of the lack of qualified leadership. So I'm not going to say anything specific about anybody else, because I think it's just a matter of proper qualifications. So I think that will satisfy what I want to say at this time. So I'll be heard later on at the executive session.
Okay?
Mayor, let me address this real quick. Once again, Mr. Wagner is mistaken. Emerson University is not an online university. I physically attended classes at that university, so I don't think any less of my degree than anyone else.
Okay.
And I take exception to that.
All right, Mr. Pendleton.
No, sir.
Sure? Okay.
Hold on a second.
Okay, all right. Mr. Nix.
Kenny, I've got 2 things.
Okay.
First is personal note. My granddaughter turns 9 years old today. Skylar Garner is 9 years old today.
Congratulations.
I do not know if she's watching or listening or not, but I need to wish her a happy birthday, and I'm going to tell her to live long and prosper, and she will know what I mean.
Okay.
The second thing is for Chief. Chief, in November, I had an accident in my home. It was completely unforeseen, and I still don't know to this day what happened or who came to my house or most of the details. What I do know is that your staff performed exemplary service for me and my family. They took care of me They coached and coaxed and dealt with my wife, and they took care of all of the details that they needed to take care of in a very kind and compassionate and professional manner. I know that not every EMS service has the benefit of the quality of people that you have working for you. But I want to tell you, and please pass along to them, my heartfelt thanks and my heartfelt appreciation for what they did. I'm not even going to try to name names because I'll forget some and I'll miss some, and the names are probably not as important as the fact that they all did so well and did such a good job for me and for my family. And I want you to pass that along to them, please, sir, and tell them how much we, my family and I, appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Kenny.
All right, you're welcome. Sherry? Jerry? Okay. All right, I want to just remind everybody that we live in the greatest country on earth, and then we live in the best town in that country. And there are some great things going on in our community. We need to be excited about the coming year because there's some great things that are going to take place in this community, and it all begins with us, just reaching out and doing what we can every day to make a difference in our community. And I just want to thank everyone on the council for your work in 2014 and look forward to working with you here in 2015 as we move forward in a very positive manner. And we will, with that, move into executive session, and I will call us into that in compliance with the provisions of the Texas Open Meetings Law, Subchapter D, Sections 551, 074, and 0718. Thank you. And we'll all right, board, we're going to try to reconnect with you in the